In the earlier part, we have seen the importance of money, why the money should be used as the exchange to eliminate need of double coincidence. The money is needing. About it, with example, we have seen. Now here we are going to look the modern forms of money, in which way the money is used. Some coins you are looking here from ancient time. These are the kinds of currency money used in India. We have seen that money is something that can act as a medium of exchange in a transaction. Before the introduction of coins, a variety of objects was used as a money. When coins were not minted, that time the variety of objects were used as the money. For example, since the very early age, Indian used grains and cattle as a money. When Aryan period were there, in that period, the grains and cattle were used as a money. Thereafter came the use of metallic coins. The metals were used in these coins. Precious metals were used: gold, silver, copper coins, a phase which continued well into the last century. This till last century, this kind of currency was used. Now we'll move ahead with the currency. Currency. Modern form of money includes currency. Paper notes and coins are part of the currency. Unlike the things that were used as money earlier, modern currency is not made of precious metal such as gold, silver, copper, and unlike grains that cattle are, they are neither of the modern currency is without any use of its own. In daily life, directly you cannot use the paper notes or the coins as it is. You are using here as the form of transaction or form of exchange. It's are not made of the precious metal or not used of the daily life commodities. But then also it's are accepted why it is accepted as a medium of exchange. Itself it is not having any meaning, any use. Then also why it is accepted as the medium of exchange. It is accepted as a medium of exchange because the currency is authorized by the government of the country. It is accepted why? Because it is authorized by the government of the country. That is why it is accepted as the medium of the exchange. In India, the Reserve Bank of India issues currency. In India, the Reserve Bank is the peak bank of the all banks or the all financial matters. So this bank issues currency notes on behalf of the central government. On behalf of the central government, the Reserve Bank is working. As per Indian law, no other individual or organization is allowed to issue currency. The Indian laws are restricted to any individual or any other organization to allow or to bring currency in the market. Moreover, the law legalizes the use of rupee as a medium of payment that cannot be refused any setting transaction in India. In India, wherever you will go, the form of currency, the rupee, is accepted by the Indian government that no one will refuse to accept it for the medium of exchange. No individual in India can legally refuse a payment made in a rupee. Hence, the rupee is widely accepted as a medium of exchange in the India. India's currency is the rupee. Deposit with bank. We have seen about the currency. Now we'll see deposit with the bank. The next part we will see here from this point, deposits with banks. Some people makes their excess earning. It is not excess earning, but at the same time they are not willing or not needing to spend it. Today or maybe in this week they needing some money from that part, and the remaining part these people deposits in the bank. Whenever they are in need of the money, they takes the money from the bank. So the which money is kept in the bank, that is called deposit. Deposit with banks. The other form in which people hold money is and deposits which banks at a point of time. People need only some currency of their day-to-day needs. For instance, workers who receive their salaries at the end of each month have extra cash at the beginning of the month. When salary gets that time, it is needing to provide throughout the month. So at the beginning of the month, they are having excess money. Beginning of the month, what to what do people do with the extra cash? They deposit it with banks. How they deposit it? In a bank, they are opening account in their name. People open their account in their name. Maybe you people are having also accounts in the bank. Person open the bank account with her or his name in the bank. Bank accept the deposits and also pay an interest rate on the deposit. Bank accept the excess money as the deposit, and cause the bank is using the money, that is why bank pays interest also for the same money. In this way, people's money is safe with the bank and it earns an interest also. The money remains safe in the bank and along with interest they are getting. People also have the provision to withdraw the money as and when they require. The provision is having there. Whenever a person is needing the money, he can withdraw whatever amount he wants from his available from his account, not more than the available of the account. The amount should be available in his or her account. Since the deposits in such banks accounts can be withdrawn on demand, these deposits are called demand deposits. The deposits in the bank account can be withdrawn on the demand. Demand drafts are there. Through this demand, people withdraw the money. These deposits are called demand deposit because whenever person want, he can withdraw it. Demand deposits offer another interesting facility. It is this facility which lends it the essential characteristic of money, that of a medium of exchange. You would have heard of payments being made by check instead of cash. May you have heard about the check payment. For payment through check, the payer who has an account with the bank makes out a check for a specific amount. If I am a payer to someone, from my account, I make check of a specific amount, 5,000 amount if I want to give to the school as a fees. That time I will give the 5,000 check of a particular bank, in which bank my account is there or in which bank my deposit is there. Of that bank's check I will give to the school. Check for a specific amount. A check is a paper instructing the bank to pay a specific amount from the person's account to the person in whose name the check has been made. Let's will understand with the example how the check is here. Check payment, how it is made. A shoe manufacturer, M. Salim, has to make a payment to the leather supplier and writes a check for a specific amount. This means that the shoe manufacturer instructs his bank to pay this amount to the leather supplier. The leather supplier takes this check and deposits it in his own account in the bank. The money is transferred from one bank account to another bank account in a couple of days. The transaction is complete without any payment of cash. The cash is not used in cashless transaction. It can be say. So it makes easier. It is not needing direct money to exchange. Without exchanging money directly, with the help of check, person can pay one's amount once exchange. The necessities of the check, what is there? First is the date is here. On the left side, you are looking. Cross check it is from the account to that person only. In account only it will pay. That called cross check. In hand the money is not given. When account pay is here, this is called cross check. Pay to Prem Kumar. How much rupees it is paying to? 57,000 only. In a both way, the 57 figure is written in the words and in a numbers also. Account number is there. Of which bank the check is here. Check number. Coding. This is the coding which is used by the bank, and this is the sign of the person whose account is having. These are the necessities on a particular check. In this way, the check is here. Thus, we see that demand deposits share the essential features of money. The facilities of checks against demand deposits make it possible to directly settle payments without the use of cash. Without the cash, the check is allowed to make exchange. Since demand deposits are accepted widely as a means of payment along with currency, this constitutes money in the modern economy. In modern economy, it's are used. Without using money, coins, the checks or the paperless money is used. You must remember the role that the bank play here. But for the banks, there would be no demand deposits and no payments by check against these deposits. The modern form of money, currency, and deposits are closely linked to the working of the modern banking system. In this way, we have seen here currency and the deposits.